Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Her English, and guys, welcome to the episode of another premiere. So let's get started. Called reacting to I am poor in the in and what is it like this? All billionaires club. Okay, so let's start it.
Who wouldn't want to be rich and live like the billionaires? If you asked me, I would say absolutely yes. In fact, I was obsessed with being rich and hanging out with the billionaires. But to my misfortune, I was not born with a silver spoon in my mouth, nor had I made any good money to be rich. However, that didn't mean I couldn't live my dream or make them come true, because I had a few plans up my sleeve to live like a billionaire and be in the Billionaires Club. But before we move on, like this video, hit that subscribe button and activate the notification bell, and you'll become a billionaire in the future. Trust me, it works. To execute that plan, one day I arrived at a famous golf course all nervous. I was not confident at all in my golfing skills as I had never played golf in my life. And I was also nervous about my real intention of being there, and it was not playing golf. The golf course was a place where all the richest people and billionaires played golf. Meanwhile, I was just a poor guy and money was never in my favor, so I planned to fake it all. Yes, the big plan was to pretend to be a rich person in order to get around the rich crowd. Now for that, the most important thing was coming up with the perfect alias, Stefan Otto. I was going to be a rich heir from Germany with investments in bitcoins that made me a billionaire. With the alias and the aim of getting into the club of billionaires, I entered the golf course and started playing. I had no idea how to play, so I looked at other people and tried copying.
And guys, I forgot to tell you guys this. Now we have our subtitles right here in the bottom of the screen here, and yeah, we will also link the original video in the description box below. And guys, let's keep reacting and let's see what it says. And guys, make sure to check out our new TikTok account. And guys, help us reach the previous video, which also will be linked down below, to 1.5k views. Guys, help us reach 20 to 1,000 subscribers. And now guys, let's keep reacting
them. You wouldn't believe it, but out of sheer luck, I started playing really well, as if I knew what I was doing. And that quickly caught a lot of people's attention. Suddenly, a man with very expensive clothes and golf tools approached me. He was accompanied by an absolutely gorgeous girl. "Hi, I'm Richie Buck. I haven't seen you around here. You play pretty well," he said. "I'm Stefan Otto, and thanks, my family has a private golf course in Germany. I just landed here yesterday," I replied, a perfect lie. He saw me looking at the girl alongside him, so he introduced the girl to me as his girlfriend. She looked like she was in her early 20s, while Richie looked like he was in his late 30s. "What do you do, by the way?" he asked me, and I figured it must be to know about my wealth. "Well, I'm an heir, so I don't have to do much, but I have about $1 billion investment in bitcoins," I replied. Immediately after that, he invited me to his villa. "There's a party. My friends will be there too," he said. "Sure, I'd love that," I replied, and then they left. I was so thrilled that my plan actually worked and that he actually believed I was rich. After that, without wasting any time, I got to preparing for my next move. For that, first I went to a credit card company and got a platinum card. You might not believe it when I tell you, but it was so easy because of the alias I used. Second, I checked into a luxury hotel, cause come on, I couldn't tell them, "Hey, I'm rich, but I live in a cheap basement," right? That would be stupid. Then I did some shopping for good clothes and got ready for the party. I arrived at Richie's villa for the party, and I was just awestruck by the look of the house. It was huge, luxurious, and absolutely stunning. Just as I had dreamed, I thought. Richie introduced me to a few of his billionaire friends, and it was honestly like a dream come true. "This is our small club," Richie said, "and now you're a member of it too." I was over the moon. Finally, I thought to myself, but tried to act as normal as possible. Then what came next was the celebration. Everyone at the party started drinking and dancing like crazy, except for me. I was afraid that I would get drunk and expose my truth. So I just watched everyone getting drunk, especially Misty, Richie's girlfriend. She got so drunk that she could barely walk, so I got up and helped her to her room. But in the room, something happened that I could never have foreseen. "Stefan, I want to tell you the truth. I like you, not Richie," she said, and went on and even kissed me. I was literally flying because I had never had a chance with any girl before because of my status, of course. And suddenly, a gorgeous goddess had confessed to liking me. I just couldn't resist, so I told her I liked her back. And the next thing you knew, we started dating behind Richie's back. I knew it was a big risk, but it was worth it. I took her to all the fancy places and bought her multiple expensive gifts. I didn't realize, but my credit card was slowly reaching its limit, but I just didn't care. Misty and I would lie to Richie and go on trips far off for 2 days or even 3. At that time, Misty told me all the dirty secrets about the Billionaires Club and the fact that most of their money was made by the wrong means. "Richie and the other guys are not like you. They do bad things to make money," she told me, but I was more focused on enjoying the moments of being a fake billionaire. Along with going on dates with Misty, I was also spending time with the billionaires. From playing golf and going for a swim to attending parties of top celebrities. One day, I was in one of those parties when suddenly Richie pulled me aside. "I have to consult something with you," he said. "I suspect Misty is up to something. She's been acting strange recently," he added. I was so uncomfortable at that moment and went completely blank, not knowing what to say, but he kept on talking. "I think she's cheating on me. What do you think?" he asked. "I have no idea about dating and all, so I don't know what to tell you," I lied. Little did he know that he was talking to the very person she was cheating on him with. After that, I excused myself from there and made a run for my hotel. Meanwhile, I was drowning in a sea of bills. My credit card bills were piling, and so were my hotel bills. Not to mention Misty constantly nagging me to buy her expensive stuff. I had to come up with some way to fix it all. So I called Misty to meet up with me secretly, and we met at a restaurant. "Richie is suspicious of you. We should keep our dating life on the low for now," I told her. "Okay, let's do that," she replied. At that moment, we felt a kind of light flash on our faces as if someone was taking our picture. "What was that?" Misty said. "I don't know, there must be some kind of light reflection," I replied, and we ignored it. Then we parted ways and I just stayed in my hotel room for a couple of days relaxing on my own. "Gosh, it's so tiring pretending to be rich," I said to myself, sipping on my fresh watermelon juice. But then I couldn't even do that for long because the hotel started nagging me for payment. "Sir, you need to give us something. The credit card you gave us is out of the limit," the manager said every time he saw me. On the other hand, the credit card company was also constantly ringing me for payment. I was sick and tired of it and was honestly praying to find some escape from that. Right then, I got a call from Richie. "Hey, Stefan, the boys and I have planned a trip to a luxury resort. Are you up for it?" he asked, but I had no money to afford such an expensive trip, so I just tried to come up with some excuse to not go. But then he said, "It's all on me, by the way. Please don't say no." My mood immediately lit up. It's the perfect escape plan for a few days at least, I thought, and since I was desperate, I agreed to go. We got to the resort, and it was a beautiful and secluded place, yet very luxurious. I'm back to my billionaire game, I thought, after finally getting to escape the credit card company and the hotel. Then it was all just fun. We chilled and partied hard by the pool with good music, lots of expensive drinks, and good food. I had never had that much fun in my life. But the next morning, something so shocking happened that it almost took the life out of me.
I'm sorry guys for the ads that just randomly come up. But sorry guys, we don't actually know how to cut this off, so guys, don't be mad at us, just enjoying everything, and let's continue.
Early in the morning, I got a knock at my door. I was sleeping like a log as I was exhausted from the previous night's party and wanted to sleep more, so I ignored it. But they kept on knocking, so I got up to see who it was. It was the resort staff who was holding an envelope and a book. "Sir, this is for you," he said and handed them to me. "What is this now?" I said and went on and opened the book, and when I did, I almost had a heart attack. It was a bill for $50,000. "Mr. Buck is going to pay," I told him and tried giving him the book back, but then he gave me some more shocking information. "Oh, all the people who came with you have already left. They informed us that you were taking care of the bill," he replied. After hearing all that, I couldn't even utter another word. I just reached for the envelope to see what was in there, and well, you may have guessed it. There were almost 20 pictures of the dates I had with Misty. There was also a letter with "Liar and a cheat, now pay you poor dirt" written on it. I instantly figured out that Richie must have figured out everything, not only about Misty and me, but also the fact that I was a poor guy staging to be rich. That's why he thought of the perfect revenge for me. He wanted to get me so deep into bills, I could not even afford to pay. Now I was in huge trouble. I didn't have any money, nor did I have anyone to ask it from. I didn't only owe money to the resort, but the hotel and the credit card company as well. Richie did plot a good revenge for me. Smart, I thought. But what he didn't plan or foresee was that I was smarter than him. I have a confession. I've been lying to you. In fact, I was no ordinary poor guy in a billionaire's club, but an agent hired by the FBI to investigate the criminal activities that were going on in the billionaire's club. So the same day, I showed up at his door with handcuffs to arrest him and others in the club. "Surprise, you didn't expect this, right?" I teased him and arrested him and sent him to the station. You see, the part I didn't tell you about before is that when they thought I was partying and having fun with them, in reality, I was gathering evidence against them whenever possible. There was a stash of illegal cash in every corner of Richie's house, which I found out during my investigation. And what Misty knew was far more worse, which was enough to put them behind bars for life. She even agreed to testify against them. Now, for Misty, she was hurt when she found out I had lied to her, but still agreed to go out with me. However, somewhere in my heart, I knew that she was going out with me just because she thought I had money. She was attracted to the money and not me, so I had to make things clear to her. "Misty, actually I am poor. I don't have much money," I told her. "It's fine," she replied at first. But a few days later, just as I had guessed, she ghosted me and left. And that's on being a poor guy in a billionaire's club. Thanks for watching. Who is your favorite billionaire? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and check out other videos on the channel.